What's up, guys? It's Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down some of Terry McLaurin's route running from 2021 training camp. We're going to be talking about this kind of dig route that he runs off of this speed cut. So I know this is a way that a lot of you guys are taught to run your speed or to run your dig routes. So I hope this gives you some value. I hope this lets you know how you can take an inside release, how you can freeze a DB off the line of scrimmage, and then ultimately how you can get as much separation as possible. But also, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you want to be able to improve your route running, you want to take your route running to that next level, and you want a 10-day step-by-step, 2-week-long schedule to improve your route running, check out that very first link in the description, fellas, for our Improve Your Route Running in 10 Days. What it is, a 48-minute long video where we break down for you step-by-step specific drills and techniques that you guys can do to improve your route running in 10 days. It's a specific schedule with sets, reps, rest periods, and all the above to help your guys' route running improve in only 10 days, fellas. So it's a 2-week schedule. Hope you guys could check that out. Very first link in the description. Let's get started with this video. So he decides to go with this kind of split release, takes the inside release right here, then bam, breaks this thing right off, rips those arms and gets out on this dig. So there's a couple things that get him some separation right here, right? So if we got this DB who's head up, and I feel like I could get this inside release, this split release is a great release to go with, right? But it's got to be sudden. And a split release, fellas, is not this kind of long release. It doesn't have to be a longer release, right? So the split release is exactly how it sounds. You bring that back foot even with your front foot and you split, right? So some people kind of think of it as a wide step, but I would consider this more of a split release because he doesn't really throw to the outside. So when we split like this, you see how balanced of a position McLaurin's in. This is the spot. This is the magic spot. This is the key spot that you guys got to be in anytime you guys work a split release, right? You see Antonio Brown do this a lot. Who are a couple other guys? You see Keenan Allen do this a lot, right? A lot of elite level guys work this split release. So when you get to here, you want to be in this explosive position because he can burst out and actually get some explosion out of there. And if this DB were to get hands on him, he's in an explosive position to where this won't knock him back 5 yards. So many guys, when they do this split release, they'll pop their chest straight up in the air. DB gets hands, then you're knocked off this route completely. So we got to stay in this spot so I can ultimately burst up and get vertical, right? So now, well, he does a great job of working to get back over the top. When you got an inside release on an inside breaking route, you guys got to do the best you can to either restack or lean into this DB. We can't just go run off into this thing because he's going to be right on my hip. I can't round that cut because then this DB is going to have an easy time undercutting this route and we're not going to have as much separation as possible. So McLaurin does a great job of working that shoulder reduce technique. So what that is you want to reduce your inside, or in this case, it'd be your outside shoulder. So you want to reduce your outside shoulder so this DB obviously doesn't get hands on it. It doesn't reroute you completely to the inside so you can work to restack the best you can. So now McLaurin, what he does such a great job of is staying in stride, right? So his hips and shoulders are committed to the break. His head is down. His eyes are straight forward, and he's pumping those arms. What so many receivers struggle to do is when they make a speed cut, they're not able to break in stride. They're not able to do this, right? What they'll do is they'll start to round this thing too early. They don't commit to the break, fellas. You got to make sure that we commit to the break and have no indicators going into the break. Because if I don't have any indicators going into this thing, and that DB, and we could get this DB to be here, we could get him to be in full stride running with me to where he's watching my hips and everything. If you're sudden with the break point and you don't give that indicator of slowing down or chopping your steps, DB ain't going to have anything for you, right? Because he's playing a guessing game 24/7. That's why defensive back is one of the hardest positions on the field. So we got to make sure that we're continuing to accelerate. We pop this thing off now. How do you guys not drift on this thing, right? Because so many receivers, when they run a speed cut, whether it's an out route, dig route, post, whatever, they drift, right? So the main thing is you want to think of this arm, like your left arm in this case, like you got somebody behind you and you're trying to elbow them. You want to rip that arm across because that arm rip will get your hips and your shoulders there. So he breaks this thing off. That's the step to use to kind of decelerate, to create that energy, to give him that balance. And now you see he rips those arms across. He's really driving those elbows and ripping those arms because that will get his hips and shoulders straight down that 90. And when we can make a tight cut like this, that makes it hard for that DB to react because you see how far he's drifting upfield. He's reacting off of us, so he's automatically going to have a drift. So if we were to drift upfield on this, he'd be right on my hip and he'd have a shot to make this play. But because we're sudden with my feet, because I had no indicators and I created that explosion with my break point and I ripped those arms out, I'm able to make a tight cut straight down that 90-degree angle and actually accelerate back to this ball. That's a great route there by McLaurin. Let's watch the thing again, full speed one more time. Textbook split release, inside release with the shoulder reduce, and then working this speed cut, heavy indicator cut to run this dig route. So he gives this little split, takes the inside release, make sure we dip that shoulder, then pop this thing right off, rip those arms, and accelerate out of this break. All right, guys, we want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to leave those in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I always appreciate the feedback, always appreciate all the things that you guys have to offer. This channel helps me come up with new ideas, so I definitely appreciate it. And again, fellas, 2-week-long, 10-day wide receiver training on-field schedule. Hope you guys could check that out, how to improve your route running in 10 days. Very first link in the description, we give you drills to help your route running, press releases, give you full route routes to run with the specific steps to each route. Hope you guys could check it out. Very first link below. I'll see you guys next time.